Hello everyone, this is your Ice Dragon Rayrun coming to you with another train video. Today we've got some interesting news. Train World has announced that a new veranda turbine from Lionel is going to be coming out in the U.S. Army scheme. This beast will look perfect at the head of any military train on your layout, and obviously they got your pre-orders available. Again, this is not sponsored, but I love following Train World. They got some great announcements for trains, and considering we're on a little bit of a Lionel high today, we'll go ahead and take a look at it. But so I'm going to come over here to Train World and take a look at the latest offerings. So this is a Lionel Veranda gas turbine engine, originally from Union Pacific. They had a whole fleet of these particular types of engines. And today they have an awesome paint scheme engine here. I love this engine. I'm a big fan of Union Pacific, and I'm a big fan of the transitional air, especially when it comes to the big boys, the gas turbines. And this is just fantastic. They got the number back here of 33560. Another number here, probably be the engine number. I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but let me zoom in a little bit here if I can. That's probably as much as I can zoom in. But over here, it is 1941 U.S. Army, and they got the shark nose in the front of the engine with the wonderful nose art on the side, painted in the green that the Army typically used back in the day. But what a great looking engine. I saw this and it's like, apologize for the phone. But I was looking at this and it's like, man, I really wish I can get into Lionel because these paint schemes are awesome. There's a couple of nice fantasy art out there, and these fantasy engines are just really, really good. Yeah, I saw this and it's like, man, this is so great. But you guys kind of saw the price already. Go ahead and get out of here real quick if I can. But so here's your price for the engine. It's $1,484. Now that's definitely. I'm not into the market when it comes to Lionel, so I don't know if that's a good price or not. But I can only use what I know from HO, which I know is not a fair comparison by any stretch of the imagination. So from what I've seen, this is typical when you have a big engine like this, especially in O gauge. So again, leave comments down below if you think that's a fair price or not. But for me personally, if I was into O scale, I would definitely probably do this. It's a great color scheme. I love the fantasy schemes when it comes to these type of engines, and definitely pretty cool. So let's see what the details we got here. So throughout the UP enjoyed marginal success from the locomotives, rising fuel and operating costs forced the verandas into retirement by 1964. But like all locos, large and loud, their legacy popularity lives on. Back for the first time with legacy and Bluetooth control, the return of verandas is long overdue. Mimicking prototype operations, these models are equipped with both diesel and turbine sounds and smoke. So that's one thing I like about Lionel. They typically don't get in HO. Now, I know there's some companies that are trying to do this, and I know Bachmann did this way back in the day too, but some engines have the ability to do smoke, but in the HO it's a little bit more difficult because it's smaller scale, so everything associated with that is going to be in smaller. But definitely from what I'm seeing is Lionel does it a lot better, obviously because they're bigger and the parts a little bit bigger and they're more reliable, in my opinion, that I've seen from Broadway Limited, MTH, and definitely from Bachmann. So that's definitely one nice thing about it is you can have smoke effects, really good and reliable smoke effects. Let's see here. The latter will come at a speed of 15 legacy control. You can also toggle on and off turbine effects manually. And to really capture the experience, we've added super bass sound to the fuel tender. So again, that comes with size. So the bigger the scale, the bigger the sound equipment is going to be a lot more. You'll be able to hear the noise a little bit better. Alright, legacy control system equipped, able to run legacy control mode, trainmaster, command and control mode, or conventional mode, and standard transformer operate with universal remote Bluetooth control via Lionel Chief app, and so forth. Run your locomotive with speaking commands into the phone, and available on all items, and so forth. Dual modem-free modems, momentum flywheels, yada yada yada, all the technical stuff. All you guys are probably a lot more expert in the Lionel stuff than I am, so I'm just gonna quickly skim the rest of this. But another cool thing about this, and I know MTH and Broadway, I think, is slowly starting to have this feature, but the crew talks. That's one cool thing about Lionel is that, well, even some of the, I think other companies in HO, or excuse me, in Lionel scale, O scale, does this feature, and that's the crew talk. So basically, when you press a button, you get to hear the engineer talking to the dispatcher, or the engineer talking to the conductor, or just something like that. It's pretty cool, some of the sound effects that you have in these engines. Different scenarios depending on whether the locomotive is in motion, stop train sounds that mimic realistic radio control, and chatter. So that is pretty cool. 5 different horns, 5 different levels. That's pretty cool. Let's see what other information we got here. So again, this is O scale. You don't need to put anything down for pre-ordering, and then it looks like it's expected 31 December 2021. So definitely by the end of the year, this product hopefully will be shipping. If not, I can see it going into next year. Obviously no reviews because it's just for pre-order only. So there you have it, guys. That is the latest announcements and offerings from Lionel. I think it's a great engine. Definitely, if you're a collector in an O scale, definitely would recommend it. I am 100% biased in that statement because I love the verandas, I love the turbines, and if I just had a an O scale setup here, definitely one that I would probably consider picking up. It's a great looking engine. The paint scheme is awesome. The meaning behind it is definitely great, being a tribute to the U.S. Army, especially during World War II. I'm a big World War II nut, so definitely seeing the shark nose, one we typically see from the P-51 Mustang and their decorative artwork, to the B-17s, B-24, seeing the nose artwork next to the cab. I think that's just great, nice touches when it comes to this particular engine. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and with that, I'll see you on the next video. Take care, everyone.